Howdy.
Howdy. Looking dapper as ever. We
Oh,
both got our beards
as always.
trimmed. Uh, Pretty big week. Let's go ahead and go into the brewskis of the week. Uh,
There it goes. Oh, Smirnoff Ice, pink lemonade.
uh, got Coke again. I keep forgetting.
I'm gonna get some Mike's Hard Lemonades for next episode.
I always forget. I'll be honest with you.
I know.
I'm
Believe
so
me.
busy playing Destiny. So
Facts. Not even funny.
let's get into it. We got a lot to go over. So today, Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West, whatever they're gonna call it, had 15 minutes of gameplay shown,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll show it as we're talking about it here. But it looks phenomenal. Like visually, it looks amazing. Um, Even though this is like a in the demo, it was obviously like an early like stage of the game. I noticed a lot of frame dippage in the actual video, and especially when there's a lot of stuff going on. But other than that, it was actually really cool. They have giant like mammoth elephant dinosaurs now. You can ride the dinosaurs, the robot dinosaurs. I like how the combat looks. I like a lot of the abilities. The world once again just looks phenomenal. I didn't care for the first game, to be honest with you. I think I played like 4 or 5 hours of it, and I just couldn't get into it. That first game is such a run of the mill open world like game. I was tired of playing them. At that point, and this game like it's the first like next gen game we're gonna get. I mean, Returnal was fun, but like and Resident Evil is fun, but like this is like a next gen game. It looks fun, like it looks crazy. The story I don't know about. It's like there's like this plague or something that's going onto the land, and you have to be the one to determine how to stop it. But you're going to like old city ruins. There's more like the first map was more like an open field and desert areas. This is more like small cityscapes, like big water areas. It just looks overall like a game that I'll enjoy more. Did you ever? Because you didn't have a PS4, did you ever watch anyone beat that game?
Um, I watched Alfredo from Achievement Hunter stream that game. I watched him start the game and get a little bit in. But because he couldn't run it on his PC, well, it wasn't the game just kept crashing and shit. The files were corrupt. I never saw the end of it. So I saw a little bit about the game. It looks okay. I mean, I wasn't interested in playing it, but I mean, it looks like a fun game.
Yeah, the PC version got it's been updated, so it's fixed. But it definitely did not have a good launch. I'll say that at the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get this and play it and see how it is. I mean, there's nothing to play now, so they didn't give a release date. It is coming out this year though, so I'm guessing probably
Did we
November.
mention Days Gone came to PC?
Yeah, I did 2 weeks ago.
I couldn't remember if we did or
Yeah,
not.
Days Gone's on there. Play it. It's fucking great.
Oh yeah.
So Dying Light got a trailer, Dying Light 2, and you know, Dying Light, the first one was so good, and the DLC was even better. I really love that game. Like me and Cody played it a lot. I gotta be honest though, I'm not too excited for Dying Light 2. Like I am and I am not, because I don't like how the world is in this. Like it's so because so in Dying Light, the following DLC, you're like these big open field areas. You're in like these really tight corner towns and stuff. And what sucks about the first Dying Light game is the first area is a bore. It is a rough one to get through for me personally, and yeah, it just looks like more of the same. I think it's cool that the your decisions matter, and it's going to change the scope of the story. But a lot of games have tried that and have failed. And one thing I don't want them to do is overcomplicate a fun parkour zombie game. Just give it to me straight. Give me more of what made Dying Light and Dying Light the Following great, and obviously tweak it, add more weapons, add more animations, different shit like that. But I don't think you need a lot of this stuff that they're adding into the game. I like the cool new zombies. Obviously, the best part of the game is playing it at night, and having these zombies that run as fast as you chase you around. I mean, one of my favorite memories of the first Dying Light, it was actually me. It was me, I think. Jared, did you play Dying Light with us?
You got me into playing it, but you guys never finished the second playthrough, so I never finished it.
It must have been
You
me.
got me into it.
It must have been me and Cody then playing with Tyler.
No,
And
I know you got me into it.
no, I know, but for this specific memory, it must have been me and
Oh.
Cody and Tyler.
We were until I played that.
Yeah, we were in this building, and you could go into this bathroom, and the bathroom like opened inwards, so whoever was on the inside, you could sit on the opposite end of the door, and whoever's on the outside can't get into the bathroom. So me and Cody go into the bathroom and like sit ourselves in the door, and we shoot a deagle shot into the air, and all of a sudden your map like goes red, and you hear all these fucking zombies roar, and you see all these really fast zombies who can climb shit just come up through the building and the windows, and all you hear is Tyler screaming for help on the other side of the door because he's getting absolutely shit on by those things. He died. It was funny as hell. Great memory.
I remember you showing me that spot because you're like, hey, this is the place. Remember that story I told you? And I'm like, yeah, this is the place that it happened.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, I'm not going near that fucking place then.
Yeah, it's really fun. So they have that going for them. The night gameplay is phenomenal. It's fun as hell. I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see where it goes, but I feel like they're going to overcomplicate it, and it's not going to be near the quality that they left off on with the first Dying Light. But what are your thoughts, Jared?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a good game just based on what I remember from the first Dying Light, and also based on what we just saw. If they expand upon the stuff in the trailer that they released, and if they go more in depth as we get closer to the release, I think as we get closer, we're going to find out just exactly how much we are either going to enjoy it or not enjoy it. I think that as we get closer, they're going to go in depth and explain things, and I think that you're going to turn. Excuse me. I think you're going to turn more towards liking it than you are not liking it for all these things you're mentioning. Because personally, I can see getting into this, especially compared to the first one, it being a little bit intimidating, like with all the shit they're adding in, because you do just want like to do more parkour and slaughter more zombies. But I think that what they're adding is just going to be, a better, like it's going to add to the experience, because I don't see it being mandatory to like be able to do parkour and have fun and kill zombies. You can do the story if you want, and if you're not doing the story, go parkour, do some side missions, and fucking kill shit. That's what I remember from the first game. That's what I remember us doing. If we weren't doing the main story, we were just fucking around doing stuff. So I don't see why they would change that. So that's what I think we're gonna get from it.
What I will say, it'll be fun to play with friends.
No, for sure.
And like obviously I played it mostly with Cody, but it'll be fun to play with friends for sure. And then as you get into, I think Dying Light was 4 players, so yeah,
because we played the 3.
Yeah, so we'll see how it turns out. But if you're looking to play Dying Light, you never played it, they're releasing a new Dying Light Platinum Edition. It is $25, and you get every single piece of DLC that they released over the past 6 years. Skins, guns. They had like a battle royale kind of mode that they released.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. The following DLC, which is one of the greatest DLCs of all time, I think. Like it's up there. And we've been talking about getting Dying Light again, so I think that's what we'll probably grab.
Yeah, I think last year for Steam Summer Sale, I got it. And so hopefully you guys grab it, because I want to play it before the new one comes out.
Yeah. So we'll definitely do that. So moving on, so today, for you guys watching, which is Friday, Far Cry 6 is getting us a gameplay reveal. And I just kind of want to talk about like a wish list. Jared, what's the last Far Cry you played?
Far Cry 5.
Oh yeah, we played that together, right? Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
What are some things that you hope are in this game? other gameplay story wise, some things that
Oh
you're not
God.
wanting. I'll go ahead and start.
Yeah, go ahead because I'm trying to think of
I
other
really
stuff.
hope this is Voss's origin story from 3. That'd be cool. Um, I liked 5. I didn't I didn't care for the campiness of 5. How tongue in cheek it was, how comedical it was.
Hmm.
I loved Far Cry 3 because of how serious everything was, and you're trapped on this island, you're facing these pirates. Voss is a maniac killing you, and it seems like with 4 and 5 they kind of went down a different path. Um, I hope the shooting's a lot better because the shooting in Far Cry 5 and 4 just doesn't. It's hard to explain. It feels like Ghost Recon Breakpoint in a sense. There's not a real
Mm,
feedback with the guns. There's no real recoil. And all guns do basically the same thing. Like it's hard to explain. They're just all generic. What I
yeah.
will say is I did like with 5 how they told the story, and I love the area of 5 where it's in.
Oh my
Um
God, absolutely. That was probably my
and
favorite thing about that one.
I do like how you have companions, but I think they could do away with that. Like in 5, you have Cheeseburger, which is a giant bear. Um, but I feel like it's time for Far Cry to take itself more seriously again and take it back into a direction where, like, and it seems they are because you're in this, from what they've shown, you're in a war torn country. You know, that's pretty serious. So hopefully they go down that serious route. Far Cry 3 had a really great story, and I also feel like in 4 and 5 they went for more gameplay than story. And gameplay is great, and having cool things to do is great. But what really brings people to the games and liking the games is the story. And I feel like those really lack. So the main thing: make guns feel like guns and not just generic weapons.
Mhm.
Give them recoil, give them different attachments, more attachments, I should say. But and get rid of the campiness. What about you, Jared?
So to just build off the weapons there a little bit, what I was gonna say, the first thing I was gonna say originally was, I hope that they do keep the weapons like so they look as good as they did in 5, because
Right.
I personally felt when I picked up one of those guns or was using one of those guns, it felt good. Like it felt nice to hold them. It looked better than holding a gun in COD at the time. It felt nice. And so I hope they keep that kind of aspect, like they keep the cool looks. And I know that there's a bunch of skins and stuff, or well, I guess paint skins. I don't remember what they called them in that
I
you
think
could
it was
get.
paint, yeah.
The shovels, yeah, the shovels had the fucking smiley faces. Like I hope they keep that kind of aspect to it. But my big one is I hope that they upgrade the mini map. I hope the mini map and the like GPS, like the waypoint system, I hope that is all fucking polished, because from what I remember from 5 was the mini map kind of not being great, especially with the like the ups and downs. Like it was hard to tell if it was up high or down low. And also like I said, with the waypoints and stuff, like there were places where I try to go and it's like I clearly can't go the way it's telling me to go,
Right.
and it's like it's taking the most direct route, but that direct route is like the bridge was out or is through a river that like my car can't get past the rocks. It's like I get what you're trying to do, but like tell me where I can go quickly, not the direct route. Because
You
I mean
know,
I do that in other games. It's not always helpful.
it's funny to think about like Ubisoft as a company because like they
Is
went
it?
from, yeah, because so I mean if you look at their timeline, they were at an all time high with like Assassin's Creed 2, Far Cry 3, um,
Mm.
and then Rainbow Six Siege, and then quality dipped down because then you went into like Assassin's Creed Syndicate and
Oh
Far
yeah.
Cry 4, but then it seemed to like take a rise again with Assassin's Creed Origins, Far Cry 5. And it seemed like they were going back, and then man, they released Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They released New Dawn. They've been delaying the new Siege and game. The Siege updates haven't been as great, and they released Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which just once again plummeted. And it seems like they're finally like back on the up, where it's like, okay, Far Cry 6 has some potential. Like Assassin's Creed Valhalla was way better than Odyssey. Um, and I don't know what they're doing in Ghost Recon, but I know they've done a lot of updates to it. So Rainbow Six Quarantine is supposed to come out later this year, like, or next year. So they're on the up and up. But it's funny that at basically every other release is good, and the in betweens are bad. Especially with Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. Like Far Cry 3 was phenomenal, 4 was bad, 5 was pretty good. Like,
well, and the thing talking about those games is like the only outlier I believe in the Ubisoft games is going to be Ghost Recon Wildlands.
yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Wildlands was an up.
Yeah, Wildlands was an up, but it was like in the time where you're starting to go down. From what I remember, I could be completely like off on that, but Breakpoint was definitely shit. We know that, but
Yeah.
Wildlands was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like I played that game so fucking much, it's not even funny.
Yeah, me and Cody, they did like a free weekend for Breakpoint, and me and Cody played it, and that I cannot believe they messed it up that bad. First off, just not polished. When they go down, they cut corners, right? Odyssey, they made it really big, and there was a lot of content, but they cut on the story, they cut on the quality of missions. For Far Cry 4, it was kind of the same thing. With Breakpoint, it was very much that. Like, it was very unpolished. There was a lot of glitches. The story was ass. They had a bunch of microtransactions. The way the game was just built in general, like the concept of Breakpoint is phenomenal. It's an actual survival game. If you play on the harder difficulties, you can break your leg and you have to go get help and heal yourself, like, or your character's gonna be wobbling. Like when they were showing off that game, I was so excited because like this is finally the game. And I think we talked about it on the podcast. I was like, this is finally the game that I've been waiting for.
So.
No, yeah, it's only 2 years old.
Really? Breakpoint?
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot older than that.
Came
It
out
was
end
like
of
4 years old.
2019.
No.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
It should have, yeah. As we look up the date, let's see, Ghost Recon Break.
Oh wow, if I spelled Breakpoint correctly.
July 26th of 2019.
Wow. October 4th, 2019.
I don't know. I might have looked at the beta date. I don't know. But
Oh.
anyways, so that game had a lot of potential and it just turned out crap. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I'm so sad because there hasn't been a good, well, actually, there hasn't been like a realistic, besides DayZ, but DayZ's so unpolished and it's hard to get in. And Arma's weird. Like, there hasn't been a big scale military game like that where you have to worry about your food, your health, like healing yourself, taking care of your teammates. It just hasn't happened. And DayZ's fun. DayZ's really boring most of the time, and DayZ is nowhere near the quality of these big AAA games. And it's the same thing with Arma. But so I'm look out for that Far Cry 6 gameplay. I'm actually pretty excited for it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So
that's another thing I was going to say about Far Cry, like talking about what we're expecting for this new game. On top of the waypoint and like the map overhaul that I'm hoping we get. I wanted to mention the companions, like how you said that you kind of wanted to do away with them. I don't think we should have companions that can follow us around. Like you could pick one to follow you and then call in a reinforcement during a battle, like for a second. I think it'd be better if you just had to call them in for reinforcements. So if you're in a fight, you can be like, "Oh, hey, so and so, come help me here," and then they come in, they provide some sniper support, and then after a certain amount of time they go away, or after that battle they go away. But they're not following you around the whole time like Cheeseburger or Boomer and him could.
I feel like 5 with those companions, they just made them really overpowered to the point where like,
really,
yeah, man. I mean, there was a point like towards the end of that game, I would literally just sit there and have Cheeseburger just go take out a camp by himself.
Dude, I didn't think they were that strong because they got fucking killed and down all the time.
No.
Huh.
Nope.
Yeah, it's that and the companions I get. Like I think we should change that a little bit or get that changed a little bit. But the other thing is like the map. I really well in it because Far Cry 5 I fucking loved that map. That was such a good area.
Right.
Especially like the parts where you're like kind of up in the mountains a little bit. Like so beautiful. And I never like I beat the story, but I didn't go and like do all the stuff in all the areas. Like you could fish in one of the areas. Like I think couldn't you hunt a little or was that there was so much. It was just so much fun, and I hope they do good with the area. But other than that, Far Cry 6, just see if I even play it if I don't like the way the trailers look.
Right. Another kind of game getting teased, Unreal Engine 5, which is the next big Unreal Engine, which a lot of games use. It was shown off, showing how, different mechanics work, whatever. And people who help make that is Gearbox, right? And Randy Pitchford, who's the head of Gearbox, basically said that Unreal Engine, this demo is showing off the demo for the next Borderlands on next gen. So kind of basically confirms Borderlands 4 on next gen.
Fuck yeah.
And he said the next big Borderlands game. So it's not like the remasters of Borderlands. It's the next big Borderlands, which I'm sure is coming, because Borderlands 3 I really liked, but I know for a lot of Borderlands fans they didn't really care for it as much. So you think they probably want to get another Borderlands in there that's to the quality of Borderlands 2, even though that game's dog shit.
Well, I'm still waiting for Epic to fix their servers so I can play Borderlands 3 with my friends and it not lag like horribly the whole time.
I just feel like that's with Jordan, like, because me and you had a perfectly fine time.
Well, that's the thing, is like I don't get why it does that, because I can play any other game with him. I can play any game with anyone. I can play Borderlands with, like, I thought we could play it fine with you, but now that I think about it, I thought it lagged sometimes. But with Jordan, like, he's asked me a bunch of times recently, like, you want to play Borderlands? Like, no one's on. You want to play Borderlands 3? I'm like, not really, because it's not like, I love the story and I want to get it done because we're playing the DLCs right now, but I don't want to play a game that I'm going to be fucking like lagging and like, oh, here's my really overpowered like fucking grenade. Here it goes. And it's like, oh, it missed because I just fucking lag spiked 40 feet behind me. Like, I don't know. But I feel like it's a mix of Epic and also a mix of our connection. Either way, fix it so I can play Borderlands 3 before the next Borderlands.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Borderlands 3 came out 2019?
No, 2020, didn't it?
No, there's no way.
Wasn't the beginning? Hold on.
No, it was not. It was Borderlands 3, September 13th of 2019. So, it's 2 years old in this September. So, I mean, we're about probably 2 years away from the next Borderlands.
It came out on Steam in 2020.
Right, yeah, because it's an Epic Game exclusive for 6 months.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. Yeah, that's might be.
Which will be the same again, probably, because Epic and Gearbox are the same company basically. But
fuck Epic Games.
Is Back 4 Blood an Epic Games exclusive?
I hope not. I'll kill myself. I will.
I mean, it may be on Steam. I haven't looked, to be honest with you, but I swear they had like a partnership or something. Anyways, next Borderland down the pipeline. Like, we knew it was coming, but it's kind of cool to get a announcement, kind of confirmation. So another big thing that is coming out this year is the Switch Pro, and the leaks are coming out like crazy. So apparently it is days away from being shown off. Nintendo wants to show it off before E3, not at E3, before E3. Whether they do like I think it was with Pokemon Sword and Shield. They didn't announce a direct. They just said like the day before, hey, here's a direct tomorrow. Like, be ready. So I wonder if they'll do kind of the same thing, or if they'll just randomly at like 2 p.m, hey, Switch Pro. So there's 3 different prices that people are saying. Either $299, $349, or $399. I guarantee you it'll be $399.99. $400. It's more powerful than the Switch. Has an OLED screen in it. It's gonna be $400.
I mean, that's the price I'd be willing to pay for a Switch. I'll be honest. Especially compared to like the fucking Shit Station 5, whatever the fuck the newest one is.
But not gonna compare the two systems, but like this Switch Pro is still nowhere near the next gen consoles.
Oh no, but I'd rather pay $400 for the new Switch than $600 or whatever the fuck it was for the new consoles.
I don't know. I mean, new consoles, you get Halo, God of War, like Switch is behind.
Oh, no.
Pokemon's great.
No. Xbox is no. I'm talking about PlayStation. Fuck PlayStation. I'd still pay that much money for an Xbox. Let's
be honest here. Like, PlayStation is the only next gen console you should be getting right now. They're the only ones releasing games at the moment.
Fuck PlayStation. Like, I'm not getting an Xbox only because I can get all those games on my computer. Otherwise, I'd have an Xbox. Fuck PlayStation.
Right, but PlayStation is the only one that really dove into next gen, like, and ready for it. None of these other companies. Like, let's be honest, man. Pokemon is running its course. It is time for a huge overhaul of that series. I mean, it is to the point, like Sword and Shield was dog shit, like absolute dog shit. I have
No,
so
no.
many people come into the store and talk about how bad it is. First off, people who come
Well,
and
that's
play,
because they're high on a nostalgia trip. They can't accept
but
that they're
here's the
doing
thing:
new
most of those
stuff.
people still play all those other Pokemon games, so it's not a nostalgia trip. It's them playing those games and realizing how bad Sword and Shield is.
It really wasn't that bad. I don't know why
I
people
playing
think
Sword
that.
and Shield and I haven't played a Pokemon in years. Got into that game and it was dog shit. I don't understand why people like that game so much. We'll see how Arceus is um next year or whatever, but
Oh yeah, that one.
I cannot understand the hype about Pokemon anymore.
They just need
Mar
to do the Diamond and Pearl remakes.
well, those are later this year. So we'll see how
I
those
know.
are, but I am and also, you have small things like, Mario Kart hasn't had a release in years. Smash Bros, like, you can play Smash Bros, but I feel like for a lot of people you can't play it all the time. Like Switch doesn't have the library that it should. Like if you compare the Switch's library to the Wii's library, it is crazy different. Like the
Yeah.
Wii had so many games on it at launch and within the first 2 years. The Switch just that's excluding ports, right? With the Wii, you
Yeah.
had all the Zeldas ported, you had a lot of the old Marios ported. Um so
What's the thing is they should have ported all those to the Switch, but they didn't.
Right. And also the Wii had a lot of third-party developer support. The Switch doesn't.
Yeah.
You're not seeing Call of Duty on there. You're not seeing a lot of these bigger games. I mean, Destiny's not on there. A lot of these big time games that people play every day, like the Switch doesn't have. Your multiplayer game on Switch is either Splatoon or Smash. Like those are your two go-to. So I feel like Switch lacks in that. But anyways, the Switch Pro, I'm sure everyone's going to be excited. I'm sure it'll be just like the PS5 and Xbox. You won't be able to get it. It'll sell it probably immediately.
Probably.
I'll probably buy one just to sell one, to be honest with you. Or trade bait it. I like the idea of like one of our customers who comes in, his name's Mike. What he does is he gets like the newer systems and then he trades them to people. So say like, hey, I'll take like $650 cash for this PS5, or you can trade me a bunch of stuff. And what happens most of the time is people trade more than what the PS5's worth, and he gets to like make out even more. So it'd be cool to do that with a Switch Pro and get some cool stuff. But yeah, I'm sure it'll sell in days. Luckily, I have a Best Buy connection and I get myself a Switch, so I won't have an issue, hopefully. But yeah, $399. I'd kind of nail it in. That's what I think it'll be.
Probably.
You said you're gonna get it probably?
Probably, yeah. Don't see why not.
Right. And then one more big story. The PS5 will already be breaking even in profits in June. So what they've spent on making the consoles in June, they have already made that money back. Well, they made all the money back. And then everything after that's profit. Dude, you gotta listen. I understand we hate on Sony, but you gotta give them some credit. They're doing something right. If they're people,
No, yeah, they did something right, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, like I'll shit on the PS4 all fucking day, but the PS5 is like a really fucking good console.
Yeah, you're right. It is a good console. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to Xbox too. I mean, they made a. I feel like if you compare this gen to like the start of last gen. Like the Xbox One and the first PS4 were shitty consoles.
Yeah.
Especially the original Xbox One, like shitty consoles.
Oh yeah.
And then the
Xbox One X had something going for it.
Well, the One S and the Slim for the PS4, like they were better. Obviously, the PS4 was worse in quality, and then the Pro and the X, like the X was just blowing out everything in quality there. But like these for starters of the generations are top tier. And usually that's how it goes, because even like the 360 PS3 era, like the first PS3 was dog shit. The first Xbox 360 was dog shit due to the yellow light and red ring of death issues. And then as the generation went on, they fixed those problems. This, it seems like they're pretty well built, so they know what they're doing, you know? It's only taken them 25 fucking years, basically, for
pretty
both
much.
those companies. But finally, Destiny talk. Destiny got crossplay this week for Strikes. You can... I think it's like a beta of 2 weeks, and then I think they go to Gambit and Crucible next.
It's done. It was 2 days.
It was already done?
Yeah, it was 25th through 27th.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
No, it ended this morning. I played it yesterday. I just did some of it.
Oh, okay. Well, they said they're going to be doing crossplay or crossplay beta for Crucible and Gambit sometime in the future, and then
Yep.
hopefully by the end of summer next year we'll have full crossplay. So
Be nice.
that'd be cool.
Those people on console.
We talked about it last week. We were pretty excited. Vault of Glass came out for Destiny 2, and Jared, I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on Vault of Ass game.
I wouldn't know.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't know. I got into a boss fight on Atheon. We did it for 6 hours and didn't get anywhere. I still haven't played it. So
Okay. So I'll go into it then.
yep, go ahead. Mr. Has a completion, fucker.
It first off, I would just like to put the record show. I was a little bit drunk when I completed the vlog, so it's not that hard, but it's fine.
I didn't say it was hard. We were doing fine. You and I were fucking champs.
Yeah, some of these people, man, they just
these kids were fucking handicaps. All right.
They just need to not
Remember the
play
fucking kid who needed hydration? I haven't eaten all fucking day.
Yeah, so funny story. So if you don't know
Fuck that kid.
how raids work in Destiny, it's a 6-man event, and there's certain objectives. So we were doing the final boss, Atheon, and anyways, the way it works is there's these certain things that spawn in the sky, and then 3 people get teleported to a different area, and the people who don't get teleported, they have to communicate which things to shoot based off of where they're at, and then the people who get teleported have to shoot those things that correlate, and then you get teleported back, you do damage to the boss, rinse, repeat. There's a bunch of other shit that goes into that, like you know, killing ads, fucking worrying about shit, whatever. Anyways, we got this fucking kid. We were 5-manning, and we needed one more person, and he joins. I forget his name, but the kid's a legend. And all he talked about was how much water he drank the whole fucking time. And it got to the point where, like, I started clowning him a little bit, and like I felt bad, but this kid,
we all did.
Like, it was to the point where like this kid's like, oh dude, I just chugged like 2 gallons of water right now, and then he's like, oh, here's 2 gallons more, and then he like paused for a second, he's like, oh, just finished that 2-gallon of water, and it's like, all right, man, like I'm trying to fucking kill Atheon here, like I don't need to hear about your water. But a lot of the things they changed for Vault of Glass, I do like. Some of it I don't like how they did the confluxes now. I don't like how they changed. Like, I think the addition to Atheon's final battle or final boss battle is cool, but I don't know. Like, it's VOG. I just want to play original VOG and have it feel the same. Like, that's what makes VOG great, is that feel. And I just feel like, especially with confluxes, it slows down the game really bad. Like, because the way confluxes work now is, Jared, if you remember, back then you could just run around and just kill the one that pops up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not how it works anymore. So there's 9 of them, and there's 7 waves, okay? And yeah, I think there's 9 of them. There might be 7 of them actually. And so the way it works is the first round, you know, one will pop up, but you can't shoot it. And then another one will pop up, but you can't shoot it. And you got to remember the order that they pop up in and destroy them in that order, or you die, right? So basically, everyone has to go to an oracle, and then when it pops up, you go, oh, I'm number 3, whatever. People don't understand how to do that. I spent an hour and a half on confluxes because people are so fucking retarded. What kept happening was, it always happened like, it was this one kid, but it always happened on the last 2. So he, at first, was in charge of guarding, like, or shooting these 2 oracles, okay? You go all the way in the back. They're like kind of hidden. I know people who don't play Destiny don't know what's going on. Oracles are like these big balls you shoot. Okay. Anyways, so those 2 basically were always spawning last, but he just couldn't remember which one spawned first. And we wiped like 7 or 8 times, and I'm like, dude, just let me go back there. And finally, we got it after an hour and a half. But it was fucking annoying. Anyways, people are dumb as hell. That's what sucks about raiding. People are dumb. But
Yep.
Other than that, it's great. I mean, the weapons are cool. Bringing back Fatebringer. Still haven't gotten Vex. But this is a great time to get into Destiny if you have not played Destiny either in a while or ever. The content, I mean, our friend Jordan's doing it. The content's really friendly. They catch you up really quick. Yeah, you're not going to know the story. you can go play the story if you want, but
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff that they are, pushing you to do and stuff, it's a lower light level. It's 1300 for VOG. It's 1300 for the expulsion mission. It's 1300 or the weekly mission. It's 1300 for the new weekly, not weekly, but the new activity, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about? Override, yeah. So, and getting to 1300 is really easy. The battle pass is great. They make it really easy to level up in the battle pass. I mean,
I'm already 65.
I'm like 52 or something like that.
I think you're 54.
Yeah, 54. So just think, like, the battle pass has 100 levels, and then past that you can keep going. But so there's 100 levels in this battle pass, and me and Jared, yeah, we've played a lot in 2 weeks, but in 2 weeks we're already over halfway done with the battle pass. So in a month you can get that battle pass done, and then you have 60 days of just getting more shit, because after 100 I think it's just nothing but ascendant shards and exotics, right? Every 5 levels.
Every level you get a Eververse engram.
Yeah.
And I think a little bit of bright dust. And then with every 5 or 10, you have the chance to get an ascendant shard.
Yeah.
The chance to get prism. I think a guaranteed masterwork core, and I think a chance for an exotic.
Yeah. So it's the best time to get in. The main raid, which is VOG, is it's very simple. It's even the new version, it is very simple. So you can get your first raid experience going. So it's worth playing. But
for sure.
That's all I got this week. That's all we got. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you are on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Please share, subscribe on YouTube. I don't remember what subscriber count we are at. What movie are we on? We're on Spider-Man Homecoming for the MCU rankings. So we are like, we're like 3 or 4 weeks away from having that episode come out. I'm going to see A Quiet Place on Friday, part 2. So we'll see. I'll review that next week.
We're watching the Dave Bautista zombie movie on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Watch it on Netflix. I'm not paying money for that.
Zack Snyder directed that.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. Also, we are at 46 subscribers.
Oh, nice. Okay. Pushing for 50, baby. And shout out to Dallas for commenting all the time. Yeah. Oh, and then next week, I believe I'll have 2 movies to review. Let's see when the 3rd is, or the 4th. No. So The Conjuring 3 comes out next week. It comes out on Friday. I won't be able to review it for next week's podcast, so it'll be the week after, but I'll review that one too.
Is that the one with the guy?
Wow. Lorraine?
And his name's Lorraine?
Oh, that's his wife's name.
Yeah. What's the guy's name?
I forget.
Because in the trailer I've seen, she runs up to him, yells his name, and then it turns into a ghost and goes.
I don't know. I've seen that trailer. I've seen the first one that they released, and that's all I'm watching.
Yeah, fucked.
So I'm really careful with movie trailers now because they reveal so much. So I'll watch like the first like teaser or like the first big trailer, and I don't watch any after that.
You tease me, Daddy?
I think A Quiet Place, I've only seen the first trailer that they released, which was like,
I don't know how you don't get more. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I don't know how you don't get more trailers, like just doing other things, like watching YouTube or going on.
Well,
like,
first off, I haven't watched an ad on YouTube in 2 years. I have YouTube Red, and I stay with YouTube Red. I don't care what you think of me. I'll pay that fucking $10 and not look at ads easily.
That is.
Oh. Hey, I don't have to deal with ads.
My respect for you just went like this.
Why?
It's fucking gay, dog. Why are you paying for YouTube Red?
Because I don't want to watch ads.
Just skip the ad.
No, but sometimes you can't skip the ad. And now these motherfuckers put 2 ads.
Yeah, 2 5-second ads. Oh.
No,
or just get a VPN, pussy.
Yeah, but you're still paying. You're still paying the same amount.
You know, if you told me you paid for a music service,
I pay for Apple Music.
totally understandable.
Yeah.
See, that's fine. Pay for Apple. I mean, Apple Music is dog shit, but I mean, pay for that.
Spotify and Apple Music are both middle ground. Like they're both equally as good. I'm tired of this.
Like, pay for that music, like to not get ads in your music. I get that. No one needs ads in their music. Fuck that. That's like the only time I need an ad or commercial is if I'm driving my car. And that's okay because you know what? I'm already not fucking paying attention. Play an ad. I don't give a shit. But for YouTube, really? Just fucking learn about products, see some cool movie trailers here and there.
First
There are
off,
times where they'll play a movie trailer in the middle of a video and I will forget about the video I'm watching, watch the full 3-minute trailer and go, well, I really want to see this, and be like, oh shit, I can skip it and watch the video I was watching.
So-
Go, what the fuck was I watching?
First off, when it comes to movie trailers, I'm in the know about that shit, so I don't need ads. Sorry.
No.
Second off, I would rather pay and not deal with ads than have ads targeted towards me. Do you know that in my Google preferences, I have the word bed, BED, banned? Because I looked up one day, how big are Alaskan king beds, and my YouTube for 4 months was Sleep Number. 4 months of Sleep Number ads. So I said, fuck it, ban the word, and I bought YouTube Red. And for 2 years, I haven't seen a single bed fucking trailer, ad, whatever, and I'm fine. I'm happy. I sleep in my uncomfortable bed, and I'm fine. Okay? And plus, with the amount of content that I consume every day, you know how much ad watching that is? That has to break down to like 20 minutes of ad time. That's wasted time.
I mean, the unskippable 5 to 15-second ads
There's
maybe add up.
minute ads sometimes.
That is not true. If
That
it
is
is
true.
over, if it is longer than 15 seconds, it's skippable.
No, there's some that are a minute that you cannot skip.
But bro, I'm telling you, motherfucker, I watch YouTube.
I remember.
Daily.
Buy some
I don't
fucking
give a
YouTube
fuck if
Red.
you remember.
Buy some YouTube Red.
No, don't.
I'm gonna
buy
get
YouTube
hated on
Red.
because I don't want people advertising me.
Don't.
I thought this was
give
America,
Google
fucker.
more
I'll spend my money
than
how I
they
want.
need. Yeah, but if you're gonna spend it like an ignorant fuck,
More money than they need. They're giving us the biggest platform in YouTube. I'll pay for YouTube. I don't fucking care.
Fuck, frick YouTube. First of all, for all the fucking monetization, all the fucking shit they do against the fucking people who make the content. Biggest reason I wouldn't pay for YouTube Red is because they are trying to make their platform kid friendly when they have YouTube Kids.
One thing I will say is that they went back on that a little bit and they push YouTube Kids more. So now if you put in your video that's not kid friendly, you still get ads, which is nice now. YouTube is bad, don't get me wrong, but ads are fucking worse, and I'm tired of the sleep mattress bed or ads. I'm tired of it. So I'll pay my $10 a month. I don't fucking care. Okay? $10 well spent. Don't fucking care.
You know, the only thing I'm going to say in addition to this is lately I've gotten a lot of ads on YouTube mentioning these weird fucking like blankets. It's not a Snuggie, but it's essentially no, it's a blanket that you can wear like a hoodie and it's long like a robe. It is basically a Snuggie, but they're like super thick fleece, like really fluffy.
Oh.
And it keeps every time it starts out with some dude sitting there playing video games and he's just like doing this. And then it's like, does your boyfriend play video games all day and never give you any attention? And I'm like, this motherfucking shit is picking up my girlfriend in the background talking about you playing your games. And then it's probably like, oh, we're gonna put some ads in here for that shit. It's the only thing I'll say.
It's the same thing with, like, God forbid I look up like a vehicle. All I get, Nissan Sentra, Ford F-150. It's just over. Instagram's even worse. I'll fucking be talking about like something random, like, I don't know, skateboards. Okay? I don't know, maybe I'm talking about skateboards. Now my Instagram is gonna be nothing but skaters and fucking Thrasher shit. Okay?
Dude, that's so weird. I don't get, like, I swear to God, I don't get targeted shit on Instagram.
I get it
ever.
all the time.
And like, first of all, I think I just don't even recognize ads on Instagram. I just go past them every time. It's usually like mobile game ads. I don't give a fuck. But for YouTube, like, other than that one I just mentioned, I wish I got targeted ads on YouTube. I want to see things I might be interested in. I don't ever get ads on YouTube that are anything I fucking care about. Like they do the no, not Manscaped, the Dr. Squatch soap and shit.
Yeah.
I get that ad fucking constantly. And like, don't get me wrong. I think that those ads are cool. Like, are the guys cool? I think the whole startup, like, I like Dr. Squatch, but I don't give a fuck. I'm never gonna buy their product. I don't need it. I don't want it. Like, if someone offered it to me for free, I'd try it, but that's about it.
I've
I
tried their
see these
stuff.
ads, I'm like, I don't. Have you tried it?
Yeah, Dan gave me a block.
Is it good?
All right. I'm not a
I'll think
soap.
about it.
I'm not like a bar soap person.
Oh, neither am I. Fuck, dude. A little bit of soap and I'm set. Yeah, it's
Literally,
weird. Like, I don't
Old
get.
Spice
I
liquid
would
soap.
love. Oh, that's exactly what I use. Let's
Yeah.
fucking bond over our Old
Yeah.
Spice. Anyway. Oh no, my camera. It's back. Okay. I wish I had targeted ads, dude. There's like I never get anything worth the shit. Like every now and again, I'll get an ad and it's like, oh, do you like Destiny? And I'll get like a Destiny ad, but like there's nothing else. It sucks. I see shit I don't care about.
I mean, you definitely see it more like if you Google search something. Not with
It's like
Instagram.
I never Google search anything worth of shit though. I usually Google like video game release or like all this episode.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you do that, you'll get Dying Light 2. I mean, which is cool. But when it comes to YouTube, like when I'm consuming content, like first off, I already get ads in YouTube videos because of sponsorships. So
Yeah.
I have to watch those ads. Okay. So I don't want to watch the other ads. I know you can skip them, but still, like, I don't want to deal with ads, so I don't. I paid $10 and I'm good. I haven't watched ads in 2 years and I'm perfectly fine. Do you know how much mental stress I went seeing that many Sleep Number beds? Because like the first 5, I was like, this is weird. This is really weird. And then like 2 weeks went by and I kid you not, like it was Mattress Firm, Sleep Number, and whatever the other ones are. But it just, the fucking blank or the bed that like rolls up and then you like cut it and then it like flops out on your floor, whatever that Cold Numbers, whatever it is.
Blue mattress.
Yeah, those. Oh my God. So after like 3 weeks, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? All I'm getting is bed ads. My Instagram was nothing but bed ads. I looked up beds once and maybe had a 5-second conversation. Okay. Now
Dude,
all I'm gonna
weird.
get
I've
is
never
bed
had
ads.
that. Like I've never had that. Like I'll tell you my last 8 Google searches. Maybe this is why I don't get ads. I typed in Borderlands 3 release date, Steam, Borderlands 3 riddle because I didn't finish typing it, Ghost Recon Wildlands release date, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Ghost Recon Breakpoint with no space. And then I put Rodney Adkins 4-letter word and then Roll20, which is a site I use for D&D.
That's from
every
last
Friday.
week's podcast, man. You don't Google
Yeah.
shit.
I don't Google shit. And if I do Google shit, I usually Google on my phone and I usually go into either I used to use Bing, but fuck them. They updated this shit now. So I use Google Chrome on my phone and I fucking do an incognito for everything I Google. Except for like if I'm at work and I need to look something up. Here, I'll open Google Chrome on my phone and tell you the most recent things I've searched. Oh no, I won't. Doesn't fucking do that in this. Never mind.
My last few are Watch Together.
Yeah, understandable.
Today in Destiny, which is like
Lab.
No, it's a good website to see what the heroic stuff is, what the Altar of Sorrows is dropping, what the Nightfall is dropping, stuff like that.
Did I tell you about the Curse of the Falling Star?
Hey, you sent me a picture.
Dude, I do so much damage.
I should tell the story real quick. So back to Destiny. So there's these things called exotics. They're like probably the best, sometimes the best piece of gear in the game. They give you really cool perks, whatever. Anyways, the hunters, they have this boot. It's something stars, whatever. I don't know.
Star Eater scales.
Yeah, Star Eater scales. And it buffs your super, which is your super is this really cool ability that does a ton of damage. Anyways, you need them for the new raid. The only way you can get them is it randomly drops in a lost sector. Now, a lost sector is an area where you go into it. It's like a mini dungeon. Just think of it like that, right? And you have to do one that's, level 1310. I'm 1320. No problem. Okay. So, and each day they rotate. So like, oh, you do this lost sector this one day. Oh, you only have a chance to get the exotic chest piece. The next day might be only a chance of the exotic arms. Okay. So to put it in perspective of how many fucking times I did a 1310 exotic leg lost sector, I still have the notepad because my victory was so good that I might get this notepad framed. Okay. In 2 weeks, okay, I did 37 1310 lost sectors, and I got them once. And Jared was there when I got it. My mom yelled at me. I screamed so loud, finally. Like, it was, my heart was warm. I felt like I got my dick sucked. Like, it was great. Like, greatest feeling ever. I'll be honest with you.
The immediate yes that you
Yeah.
screamed and you went, finally. It
Yeah.
was so fucking funny.
I should have recorded it. And
Yeah.
it
Well,
was
you
one of those,
wouldn't have known.
yeah, it was one of those times. Well, I didn't expect to get it, first off. Because it was before I was about to get off, and I was like, all right, I'll just do 3 more runs. And it was my second run.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just not going to give it to me. And I saw like these 3 little drops. I'm like, no way. And then I saw the exotic in the fucking legs, and I was like, yes! It was great.
It's funny because you went through all that struggle. I have all 4, the head, the fucking arms, the chest piece, and the legs. And the most I had to do was 2. I got the helmet first try, I got the legs first try, and I got the arms and the chest second try. I feel horrible because I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get it forever. And I'm like, oh my god.
The head, I am on 9.
Is the head even good for Hunter? I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, it gives you the blink ability.
Oh, that's right, dude. You got to get that.
Yeah, that's great in trials.
What's the chest do?
It has googly eyes on it. I forget what it does, but it's really cool.
Okay, I have to look that.
It has a bunch of eyes on it. Yeah. I was telling that was my story. Yeah, so it took me a long time. Yeah, my recents aren't really anything interesting.
What the fuck? Oh, so Mask of Bacchus is the one that you're talking. The helmet. Yeah. Yeah. Our fucking the Titan one's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I hated it. Hunter. No.
It's the Omnioculus.
Oh, it only shows me the
Omnioculus.
The chest.
Yeah.
Weird. The site I went to doesn't have it. That's fucking annoying. Exotic. Chest plate. Titan. I typed in Hunter. What the fuck? Google.
I'm already looking at it.
Bonus smoke bomb and bonuses for buffing allies.
Yeah, so when you're a hunter, you can
something.
You can throw smoke bombs and make your teammates invisible. When you do that, they get a damage buff. It's really good for like grandmasters and stuff.
That is horrid looking.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like, you get a bunch of eyes on you.
Yeah, but that is horrid looking.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, cool as fuck, but Jesus.
Right. But
anywho, a little bit distracted there.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I think that is it this week. So I'll get back into my little outro. If you are on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, please like, comment, share, subscribe. iHeartRadio's follow. SoundCloud, follow us. And we'll see you next week. Thank you for listening to the Conversation Cole Ones podcast.